Hey guys, coming at you with a new fidget spinner review. Tonight we're kind of moving uptown a bit. We're going to be doing a review of the spinblades.com Fat Boy series of spinners. So I want to show you that this is the original Fat Boy right here. It's a very nice stainless steel fidget spinner. I mean, for some reason I'm partial to the silver color. I like silver more than gold colored spinners. Don't know why. Just it just appeals to me. I like chrome as well, so I guess that's why the stainless steel appeals to me so much. And I like medieval knights and the shining armor, so maybe that's a part of it too. But I really love the look of stainless steel. And here is the other one. This is the three-legged Fat Boy from spinblades.com. And let me take them in order here for you. Give you a good look at them. Give you a look at the finished edges on these before I move on, because this is a very well crafted spinner. They really took their time and effort to polish down the hot spots, the spots on the spinner that when you flick it, your finger comes in contact with potential hot spots on there, and they have polished these down so that your finger slides off like butter. You will not feel a hot spot on these. They're excellent, and the way your finger fits in there is incredible. It's very well engineered to fit your finger so perfectly in there. It just feels natural. As well as this one, the two-lobed, the original Fat Boy here. It has a very nice feel to it. So let me get on with the review. I kind of got off on a little bit of a tangent there because I was so enthralled by the feel and look of the spinners. So as you can see, this one has polished edges. It has flat ends on it here, which comes in kind of handy because you can sit it down like that and make it just a desktop piece. You know, if you want to show it off, you can stand it up and people can see it as they come in your room, in your office, wherever you'd like to show it off. Might even make a cool paperweight. So I'm going to spin it here and shut up for a second, let you hear the sound, because it is virtually silent, so it'll be very tough to hear it. But I'm gonna twist it a little bit so you can try to maybe hear the sound of it. It does have a little bit of a whirring sound to it. It has the typical stainless steel sound while it's spinning, but it's almost too difficult for me to hear it. It's only about a foot from my face. Yeah, I know it's just a few centimeters or half an inch or so from the camera, but it's very quiet, very smooth, silky smooth. The only time you feel any kind of feedback to it is when you deliberately wobble it back and forth, and because of the inherent design of any torque bar two-lobed style spinner. I should just say two-lobe, not torque bar. This is not a torque bar style, but it is two lobes. All two-lobe spinners are going to have some wobble in them simply because that's the way the weight is distributed on all two-lobe spinners. So you will feel a little bit of wobble. I mean, it's very tiny, but it is there. If you like a little bit of wobble in your spinner, this is excellent. Just enough, but not too much. Both these spinners have R188 stainless steel bearings, and I'll go ahead and pop the cap on here. Hopefully I got the correct side up. This has R188 stainless steel bearings, and it does have the bearing cap on it. You can see right there, it's got a little groove there in the cap where you can, whoops, sorry about that, banging my camera again. Gotta get that fixed. Gotta get a fixed arm instead of a spring arm holder. So as you see, this spinner does have a cap over the bearings. I can't count it from this far away because it's too hard for me to see, but I believe it has 10 ball R188 spinner bearings, which means it's going to have a much smoother spin than, say, a spinner that has R188 with 8 balls in it, because there are different numbers of ball bearings in R188s. And this little cap does unscrew, so you can take the bearings out if you want to in the future. You can buy the new upcoming R188 with the hybrid ceramic bearings, And I would not be surprised if very soon you can get the R188s with full ceramic bearings for a decent price. So you can modify this spinner to suit your spinning taste. If you like a really super smooth spin, if you like a little bit of a rough spin, if you like a little bit of a wobble to your spin, you'll have the options to upgrade and change your spinner bearings. So we got that one kind of showed off a little bit, and now for this is my personal favorite because it does have the 3 lobes. I like the 3 lobes on a spinner myself as a personal favorite because I don't know, I just like 3 better than 2. I don't know why. Maybe it's because it does not wobble. I mean, I can shake this back and forth and there is no wobble at all. But I also think because I like it the most because this one is the smoothest spinning. I guess it's because of the 3 lobe design. It makes it the smoothest spinning of the 2. I like my spinners to feel like they're spinning through butter. They're so silky smooth. This one has a little bit rougher spin to it, but not much. I mean, it's the difference between the 2 is almost unmeasurable, but there is a little bit of difference. So if you're kind of obsessive compulsive like me about the way you want things to feel, this is my preference just because it's so silky smooth. Some people like a lot of feedback to their spinners. I'm not one of those kind of people. I also have a thing about having the correct kind of pin. I can't just use any, if I have an option, I don't use just any pin. I'll go out and buy super fine point pins like 0.5 millimeter, 0.2 millimeter, and they have to write silky smooth as well. They can't be scratchy. I can't stand a felt tip pin. So that's one part of my little OCD thing going on. So let me take the cap off this one. Oh, let me show you the sides of this one as well first, so you can see the finished edges on the lobes. Even though this one does look like it's a little bit rough right there, or not rough, but it looks like a little bit of an edge right there. When I spin it with my finger right there, you do not feel it at all. Your finger slides off of it before it ever even touches that little bit of a curve right there. And then you have the flat edge over here, so but your finger never touches that one. But these are addictive. It's very hard not to keep spinning that one. It feels so good. So let me get the cap off of here and try to keep it in camera and on focus. And of course, I got it upside down. Pull the other cap off, and you can see this one also has the same R188 bearings in it. And it has the removable cap, so this one can be modified as well to upgrade your bearings or clean your bearings, whatever you'd like to do with it. And let me put the caps back on. It's easier to put the caps back on if I start out with the female part of the cap first with the threads in it. And then it makes it real simple to start the threaded side instead of the other way around. So let's get that cap back on there nice and finger tight. I don't crank it down. You see me turning it, but it's actually my fingers are slipping on the cap. So I tighten it down just kind of finger tight till I feel it stop, and then just a slight turn more, just a hair, because I don't think it will strip out easily, but I also don't want to have to fight it to get the caps back off. So yeah. So let me weigh these up for you and get my little scale going here. And right now I've got mine set for ounces, for US ounces. And the Fat Boy comes in at 2.5 ounces. And the Fat Boy 3-leg comes in at 2.30. And I was thinking earlier about, for people who watch me in other countries, what might be a kind of a comparison to get an idea of how much something weighs in your pocket, how it feels. And I was fooling around and I figured, well, what if it was keys? I mean, I've got 2 keys here, my key ring and a little flash drive I carry with me, and my main car key, and that's about what the spinner weighs. If you added one more key to this, that would be closer to the actual weight to equal out to the weight of one of these spinners. Or I did weigh these up. These are American quarters, and there are, let's see, what, 1, 2, 4, 8, 12 quarters. So that's $3 American there. But this is about how much it would feel like if you had one of the spinners in your pocket. It doesn't weigh a whole lot. So just kind of give you a little comparison there. And let's get off to the spin test. I know these are going to spin for a long time just because they have such quality bearings in them. But this may be one of those rougher ones to do, trying to keep them both in camera and trying to get my phone in there so I can get the phone to come back on. Come on, phone. To tap it kind of hard because it has a clear protective cover on the phone screen, so I have to tap it rather hard to get it to register that I'm tapping on it or sliding my fingers across it. But it has saved me from losing my phone or destroying my phone a few times. When I've brushed up against stuff or scraped up against stuff, it saves the screen, so I'm happy to have it. So let me see if I can get these things aligned just right so we can get everything in camera. Okay, I had a few technical difficulties there. I could not quite spin both spinners with the same effort, so I'm going to actually do 2 separate videos of the spin times for you, and I'm going to put them side by side. Hopefully that'll work out better than trying to spin them both at the same time, because trying to keep the camera zoomed in on both of them and spin them with the same force is proving problematic. So I'm going to start with the Fat Boy 2-lobe spinner first, and we'll just see how long it's going to run. Okay guys, there you have it. Two really excellent spinners. They're very well made, very ergonomic. They have a fantastic feel to them. Oops, sorry, banged them together right there. Can't get enough of playing with them. Love the feel, the way they spin. It's really nice the way the finger feels as it's hitting the edges of the spinner. They're nice and rounded. Very well designed spinners. Excellent spin times. What else is it to say? If you like stainless steel, these are really, really great spinners to have. So that about wraps it up for this spinner review. Two great spinners from spinblades.com. Check out the link below and see what else they have. They have quite a few different spinners available on their site, whether you would like to have it in a gear spinners or metal spinners. Can't recommend them highly enough. So I hope you enjoyed this little review, and I'll talk to you later.